Can you hear me? Hi. Okay. Happy Vlogmas. This will be December 15th, although I'm recording it on the 14th. I have been really watching a lot of Dead by Daylight. No, that's wrong. Let's get Let's try this again. Hi. So this video is being recorded on a different day, but I will be releasing it for December 15th. Vlogmas that I've been doing on my channel. If people really like this, I probably will repost this also on my SimplyAretha gaming YouTube channel. You know, I originally had only thought that I was going to have one channel because I'm still trying to build that up and create content. But it's quite hard to do. And so then I started to game and stream, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna create a separate channel because I've done a lot of vlogs and talked about weight loss and PCOS and mental health and all that stuff on my regular channel. And one of the things that I kind of got into when I was learning to like fall back asleep was watching ASMR videos. And so I really wanted to create something different. And originally I was going to talk about Dead by Daylight characters and the backstories. And I actually found one YouTuber who was creating ASMR videos for the killers of DBD. So I was like, okay, I can't do that. But after talking with some friends, monster than him. Dwight was geeky and scrawny through high school. He always wanted to be one of the cool kids, but somehow never had the charisma. He tried out for a football team, but was cut. The basketball team didn't even take a look, and his grades were distinctly below average. On the weekend, a team building exercise from his dead-end job. Dwight's boss led them into the deep woods before breaking out his family recipe moonshine. Dwight remembered taking the first sip before waking up late the next morning, all alone. During the night, the others had abandoned him. Once again, the laughing stock of the community, Dwight tried to hike his way out of the woods. This was the last anyone ever heard of Dwight Fairfield. Dwight Fairfield, a nervous leader able to locate his allies and increase their effectiveness. His personal perks. Bond thyself and the leader. Allow him to get into proximity of other survivors and provide bonus to their actions as well as his own. It's a very rare Dwight Fairfield perk. Unlocks potential in one's aura reading ability. Allies. Auras are revealed to you when they are within a 36-meter range. We have to work as a team. I need you to survive so that I can survive. The very weird question about that is, okay, so I always see this 36 meters. I don't know what 36 meters is in this game. So I'm always guessing. Well, obviously I see people. So basically, what it's saying is, when you're with your fellow survivors, you can see your fellow survivors when they're in close proximity to you. So, the reason why we've asked some of my fellow friends who play with us to play Bond is because when they're running from the killer, they would occasionally run into a group of us who are doing something like healing or fixing a generator. And that is called sandbagging. And although I agree it's helpful when people do this all the time to you, if I'm running from a killer and that is the only direction that I can go because there's no other way that I can run without being caught by the killer, I'm going that direction. Sorry. And there's two things. If I'm on death hook, I for sure am running towards someone. Especially if you haven't been hooked. Because guess what? You can take some aggravation from the killer for me. Which, as a good teammate, you should do. But if I haven't even been hooked yet, I'll probably just let the killer take me. But it takes a lot of fast thinking to get to all that. And sometimes when you're running from the killer, accidents happen. Because I run on and still sandbag people. Because it's too late. As soon as I see them, I try to run direction, but the killer hears them and leaves me. But most times, killers will not drop chases if they've been on you for a short period of time. I drop chases with survivors as a killer. Usually, if I've been chasing them for a while, I haven't caught them. They've already told me they are good at looking me, and they're just distracting me and wasting my time. And the other survivors are doing all the work. So if that's the case, I will drop that chase and just say, be free. Okay. Next one was leader. Able to organize a team to cooperate more efficiently, increases other survivors' healing, sabotage, unhooking, cleansing, and opening exit gates, and just unlocking speeds by 25% when they are within an 8-meter range of you. Again, what in the world is 8 meters? Survivors can only be affected by 1 leader effect at a time, aka this perk does not stack. This effective persistence. So let's try that again. This effect persists on other survivors for 15 seconds after leaving the leader's effective perk range, meaning that once you are in the vicinity of activating leader, even after you're out of that range, it will still continue for 15 seconds. This one is really good if you are running to the exit gate. If you have leader and you can communicate with your team, tell them, I have leader, I will stand here, you open the gate. Because if I open the gate with leader, it doesn't actually work for me. It works for my ally. So if you are standing next to someone, have them open the gate, they get the effectiveness of your leader perk. So, very important. But if you've been playing this game for a very long time, you should know that. Dwight's last perk. Prove thyself, a very rare Dwight Fairfield perk. For other survivors working on generators within a 4-meter range, gain 15% repair speed bonus. This same bonus is also applied to all other survivors within range. Gain 100% more blood points for co-op actions. Survivors can only be affected by 1 prove thyself effect at a time, aka this perk does not stack. Show me what you can do. because I've realized that when you play the killer, you understand the mechanics of the killer and their shortcomings. So it's been making it a lot easier for me to loop and to outplay the killer. And I really suck at looping. I've tried many times. I'm not really that great. I also occasionally will switch up my perks because I don't want to be reliant on perks all the time. So that there might be an occasion where I'm working with a survivor and I don't have a certain perk that I'm used to. So that means I am in a tough position because I relied on that perk so much. Perks that I used to rely on were premonition, urban evasion. Recently, DVD was free on platforms this year. I believe they're no longer free now. You have to pay full price. But when that happens, you get new players, and then they tend to do everything in their power to sacrifice survivors. But I've been playing long enough to know that surviving isn't all what it's cracked up to be. It's not usually the goal of the game. And trying to do is complete challenges, complete dailies, and earn blood points that I can spend in level up my characters. So, and usually finishing challenges helps you finish the Rift Pass, which I have already completed. And so, you can see in here, right now my challenge is unhook a survivor who unhooked you earlier in the trial 10 times. Must unhook them safely. I've only done it 5 times, so I need to do it 5 more times. See, it says the rift closes in 21 days. That's fine, I've already completed. See, my current tier is 70. So, these are what you actually want to focus on. And one of the things that I've been working on now that I finished playing Survivor and have started playing Killer is, look, when you finish the whole thing, it lights up like this. And currently, I have finished almost. I need 2 more. 3 more. 3 more challenges of survivors, and then I want to start working on the killer ones. But I'm currently working on this one as well, so that I can work on it. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. That's why I was like, that's so messed up. Here, this one, I need 1 killer. Maybe lots of killers. This one, I need 1 killer. And then, yeah. So, when I'm done Survivor, and I'm playing Survivor with friends, and I need a Survivor challenge, I can go back into the previous tomes and do them. So, these are Survivor challenges left, which is good and bad, because now when I play Survivor, I won't have a challenge to work towards. you get this even if you don't pay for it. So you get some cosmetics through the rift. But if you buy the premium pass, you get charms or excels. So this is currency in the game. If you pay for this, if you finish the rift, you will get enough Orc cells to pay for the next rift when it comes out. So really, if you finish the rift when you pay for it, it pays for itself. So like I said, I finished the rift. Okay. What is it? Show you. Shield it. Oh, Shrine of Secrets. This changes, I believe, every week, and you get perks that you can for Survivor 2 Killer that you can purchase either with your iridescent shards or with your iridescent shards. It will tell you if you own it already. See, it says I own it already. So if I bought it with 2,000 iridescent shards, I will get 150,000 blood points. Sometimes I do this if I need blood points, and because I really need to either get a perk that I'm almost at in the blood web, or I want to level up a character a little bit more. I don't have the killer ones. Oh, it's a Oni, and this one's a doctor. So I don't have either one of these because I have not leveled up my killers that much. But I do have life and I do have deception. Okay, sorry. Let's get back here. I wanted to show you something else. So this is the compendium, but you can also go to the collection, and when you also unlock parts of the story. So done all of these, and they will actually read them out to you, or you can read them yourself. So, Exile of the Kingdom. This is Jake Park's backstory. This one is Jeffrey Hawk. And this is the Midnight in the Garden of Infinity. Expose of Euphoria's cult devoted to the entity. The entity is what the killers are sacrificing you to. So the big black mist that takes your body away is the entity that the killers must sacrifice you to keep the entity happy. So Dissonance for the Dead. Memories of Ji Woon-ya Hak. I don't know who this is, but as I unlock it, I would figure out who that is because it's not a killer. Oh, is Yoon-jin. Yoon-jin Lee is a survivor. Like I said, I'm working on unlocking them, and you do them by completing the compendium challenges, which unlocks the story. So maybe screen will also tell you what your dailies are. Now, you can delete dailies. So, for example, I normally I haven't played Killer in a while. So you know what? I've done this one before. It's really easy, but I'm gonna delete this and hope I get a survivor one. Darn it. Okay, so you can delete one daily per day and it will give you a new daily. So if there's a daily in there that you're like, I'm never gonna get that, you can delete it. And then another one will spawn. But sometimes you get this where happens where you just keep getting killer dailies. And it kind of forces you to play killer. Complete 2 sacrifices with the trapper. So that means I need to kill 2 survivors. And now I say kill, but really you're sacrificing them